Cindy here with Create Your Own Luck and Love, where I support women in opening their hearts to receive the love, the lasting love that resonates with them. So today we're going to talk about mixed signals. Have you been dating someone or even in a relationship with a man where things are going along pretty good? You seem to get along really well. He shares your values. If you're a client of mine or you followed me and you have your fabulous five, which is what I work with my clients around, he possesses those. And, so things seem to be going along well. And then all of a sudden, I don't want to call it flaky, but he's selectively showing up. He's not calling when he says he's going to call. He's canceling plans or making, talking about plans and then not following through, which is even worse, right? And the other thing is, when you're together, it's great. When you're apart, there's this turning in your stomach. There's a feeling of disconnection. So I'm going to talk to you guys about that today. So mixed signals, just so you guys know, aren't altogether a bad thing. It can happen often in early dating, and it can also happen when you're in a relationship too. So this is where you start to get in tune with yourself, in tune with your body, and in tune with the person that you're with, right? That you're dating. And, I would encourage you, if you're early dating someone, you're not in a committed relationship, you continue to date other people and not focus on the little speck of what's, not going right, because you wouldn't necessarily notice it so much if you were busy connecting with a lot of good prospects, right? So, one reason why men go hot and cold is, I'm going to share a couple of good reasons why they do it and a couple of reasons that aren't so good why they do it. One reason is they've got a lot going on in their life. They might be busy. They might have a lot of pressure on them for whatever reason right now. Maybe they're a single parent. They're raising children. There could be some moving parts happening in their life that they don't share with you. And men really, if they have a lot of pressure or things happening, they like to actually have the problem under control before they share it with you. So he could have some things on his mind that legitimately just, make him maybe a little, not showing up as much or a little less connected. So there's that piece. That is a really surefire sign that he's interested, but he's just got some other things going on. So give him space. And the one thing you want to do is give him space. Do great things for yourself in your life. Take care of you. Do things that you're passionate about. Continue dating other people. And you'll be so busy in your life doing things that make you happy, that fire you up, that it's hard you don't notice when he's not necessarily showing up. And if you have more of an anxious attachment style, when you feel a disconnect or somebody pulling away, then it feels uncomfortable no matter what. So if you notice that about yourself, I highly recommend reading the book by Amir Levine, Attached. So, when a man is in that space, he will, he'll pull back, he'll selectively show up, and he'll oftentimes reappear more present than ever. So give him the space to see what's going on, right? The second reason why he's hot and cold is because he's got some feelings for you and he's not quite sure what to do with them. Men get overwhelmed with their feelings as well. I know, believe it or not. And they will pull back and they'll come forward and they get nervous and fearful of rejection too. So, something that you just want to make sure that you know, you feel in your body how you feel when you're with him, and even when you're away from him, like, what do you feel is disconnected? And look at, is this really reasonable? So something I work with my clients typically is I have you guys do something like, so what's the issue? Paul said he was going to call last night and he never did. I haven't heard from him all morning. He typically messages me in the morning. What do I know about Paul? So what do you know? Well, Paul usually shows up. He usually calls when he says he's going to call. Okay, awesome. What's different about Paul's life? Do you know anything that's different? So this is part of the curiosity thing that you want to be with getting to know a man. So you want to get curious about his life. What's going on? Is he under a little bit of extra pressure? Right? So what are the things that you know that are happening, right? And then what is the story that I'm creating? He's lost interest. He doesn't like me anymore, whatever. I'm ticked off. So we make it about us. And if something doesn't go our way, and I see this all the time with men and women, but especially women, I hate to say it, when something doesn't go our way and we get triggered, then we will all of a sudden, pull our toys out, or we'll lash back out. We'll lash out on the trigger. So the encouragement that I have for you is to sit down and look at, what are the facts here? And what is presently going on? Well, he's had a lot of pressure at work, and he's been selectively, calling sometimes, not calling other times. So how do you handle that? Breathe, continue dating other people, back up just a little bit and see how he continues to show up. Reward the good behavior, ignore the bad behavior, especially in the first 3 months. Reward the good behavior, ignore the bad behavior. Okay? So if he shows up and you'd be like, oh, I love it when you say good morning to me. Oh, I love hearing your voice. I'm so happy when you call. So he knows, he gets the positive signs in his head that, hey, she likes this, I'm going to do more of this. And, so knowing, do those things. You don't want to address it too much unless there's just this extreme thing where he might just be somebody that shows up when he shows up, and he's not somebody to take too seriously. He's somebody that you just go out on some dates with, and you're not able to get to that next level because you can feel that, right? And he may not want to. So you want to find out if he says he wants a relationship, but he's not showing up like a guy that wants that, then you know your answer. So a couple other reasons why a guy is, hot and cold, or, shows up sometimes, doesn't show up, because he's confused himself. He's not quite sure how he feels about you. So he dips his toe in the water and then he pulls back. He dips his toe in the water, then he pulls back. Men are sensitive too. So he's a little cautious about moving forward. And based on his experiences, men go towards what feels good. But if there's not a full connection in the first place, he's not going to continue to go towards it. So if you're forcing something, and a lot of times what women will do is start to prove herself worthy of the guy. So she starts to show up more and show him how fabulous she is. And he's not going to appreciate that. He gets to put in some more effort towards you. The last one, he's just not that into you. So you might be a placeholder to him until he meets the right one. And that sucks. It sucks to hear. It can be true though. But you gotta watch, what is his overall behavior like? Does he overall contact you, or I'll spend time with you. Where is the the thought process that goes on in your head? And if something happens or you notice a feeling of a disconnect, there's no reason why you can't just say, hey, something feels a little bit different. Is everything okay? So you don't make it about you and him, right? That is the one thing you want to do so that he can get a chance and just, zip it, see what he says. Oh man, life's been really, really busy. Yeah, I kind of figured, because you're always so good about calling, and it feels like there must be some other things going on. So you're not complaining, you're not telling him he's doing anything wrong, you're just letting him know, hey, I noticed something. Hope this helps you guys. Sending you so much love. Please put in the comments below, let me know if you've experienced this. What did you do? What do you do when a guy gives you mixed signals? I want to hear from you. Also, if you're on IGTV, hello, thank you so much. Ladies, if you know anybody that you feel needs to hear this, please go ahead and share this message. I want to heal as many hearts as possible. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, because we upload new videos almost every single day. Yay! So you can subscribe, hit the little bell to get notifications when I have a new video that comes up. Sending you guys so much love. Have an amazing day. Mwah.